Hello Aries, welcome back to your monthly romance readings. I trust you guys had a wonderful month last month and are gearing up for April. Lots of changes coming up, lots of planetary movements. Mercury is going into retrograde, so that will give you a chance to revisit, reevaluate, revise the romantic relationships that you have had or that you are in at the moment, and see how you can actually change it, make it better if you are in a relationship, or grow and learn from the decisions that you made, from the experiences that you had in the past relationship, so that the new one that's coming in is better, lasts longer, more dynamic to your energy, Aries. As I was shuffling the cards, I kept getting the Temperance or the Balance card come out. I kept putting it back in the deck, and lo and behold, it kept coming out. So the energy that you're mostly going to deal with for the month of April is balance. Being able to balance your forward movements, to balance the fire that you have, Aries, with your emotions, with the emotions of another. Whether you're in a relationship or there's one coming your way. First, you need to learn how to balance your own personality, how to make it blend a bit better, so that when someone does approach you, you're able to deal with their energy a little bit more, and you don't overwhelm them with your direct fire. Your mind has a way of taking over the personality of anyone that you meet. Even another fire sign would find it hard to deal with your directness and the way that you want to run the show all the time, Aries. So you need to learn to tone that down a little bit more, to temper it a bit like a sword. The more it's tempered, the more perfect it is when the final blade comes out. Once it's cooled in that water, in that emotion. So keep that in mind, because that's going to be your main issue to work on this month. Some of you are coming from a heartbreak, from a very traditional relationship that you were trying to implement and or try to get it off the ground, and for some reason it didn't work out. So some of you have a little bit of pain still left over from a previous relationship that you're trying to eliminate, because you're trying to get back in the groove of things, to have a relationship that's committed. You're working towards that. But for some of you, it's going to be a little bit difficult if you don't try to find some of that balance that I was talking about at the beginning. I know some of you may be really new to relationships, but you have some experiences already that you have to work with. So use that as you move forward. For some of you, there may be an earth sign that's coming in younger than yourself, maybe a bit too young, that may not have a whole lot of experience. So you don't want to overwhelm them with your temperament, with your fire, Aries, because you could scare them away. You need to spend some time contemplating on what it is you desire out of a relationship, on your own qualities, on your own talents, and use them as you move forward. Because you might want to find someone that's more attuned to your energies or with your talents, so that you don't have so many issues, so many imbalances in a relationship. Because you are kind of traditional, or you're wanting to have a traditional relationship with others, but you find it difficult because the energies of the people that you are attracting are a bit they're clashing with your own energy. You're finding it hard to deal with that. And sometimes you overpower your mate through arguments or wanting to always be right, and that isn't always right. That isn't good for a relationship. Sometimes you have to give in to your partner or to those that you're trying to have in a partnership, because otherwise, what's the point? If you're going to win all the time and it's your way or the highway, then, it's going to be the highway, because in today's market, people don't want to deal with that type of attitude, or a strong relationship or a strong partner to where they always have to overpower. And I know that fire can sometimes drown out other elements, they take over. And I know Aries, being in the mind all the time, they do take over the relationship. So even though You're trying very hard. Your partners may want to shy away from you because of that passion that you have, Aries. And I know that, you know, it's not always bad to be so passionate, to be so forceful, to be wanting to lead, but every now and then you have to give in to your partner as well to bring some of that balance into where you're perfectly aligned with your partner. Whether you're in a relationship or not, I'm kind of mixing it both because that's just the way it is today. Okay? You're representing yourself here as the King of Wands, a little bit battered from past relationships. You do have a lot of things that you have already established in your life, but it's bare. You know, you don't have that love. So there has to be a certain degree of transformation that happens in the way that you interact with others. Okay, if you're single. And if you are in a relationship, you're having a lot of differences of opinions with your partners. So you need to kind of get a handle on that so that new life can begin. So that you can find the way out of the situation that you're in, and that Ace of Pentacles, or that new development that happens in the material world, to where it leads you to your 10 of Coins, or that happy home with financial stability and a family as well. Whether it's several generations living under the same roof or just one generation and you build upon that. But there seems to be an awakening that's coming into your life of whether you're going to be in a relationship if you are single, or you're going to make the relationship that you're in, if you are in a relationship, more stable. You're going to become committed, or you're going to marry, because we do have the marriage card here on the table. So this awakening that's going to happen for you in the month of April is going to be a wonderful thing, Aries. So try to balance your emotions a bit more. Let me pull a Whispers of Love card for you to see what your general advice is going to be like from the angels. Let's see. Or from angelic energy, or softer energy than yourself. Back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. So this Mercury retrograde is going to help you, in a sense, look back and see where you can pick up where you left off, either in a relationship or on your path. Maybe you stepped off your path a bit more than you should have, and you need to return, go back to the things that you love, the people that you love, the relationships where you felt good in, or perhaps it's a job that brought you closer with the people around there. Maybe your friendships, your relationships were a little deeper in a certain position or a certain place, or maybe you moved from one place to another and you really like the other place better. I mean, there's a sense of looking back into something and reevaluating it and trying to go back to the place or people or situations that you really love. So keep that in mind, Aries. If you guys would like a private reading with me, please check the links below. Write to me at raisatarot@gmail.com. I'm going to pull one more card. Go ahead and ask the tarot a question, or the oracle, I should say, because this is an oracle deck. What would you like answered? And the card just flew out. Trust in the divine power. If there's something that you're trying to manifest in your life, believe that you will manifest it, and it does happen. Trust in being able to bring the things or people or situations into your life that you want when it comes to your romantic life. Bye for now.